Welcome to Victory Rogue. Each week I will draft a temporary team of Pokemon to try to climb the Pokemon Champion singles ladder. How far will I get? Tune in every Monday to find out. Sup Nerds, Free99 here. Welcome back to week 2 of our ladder climb here at Victory Rogue. So something that I did differently this time around when picking teams was, instead of looking to make a 6 Pokemon balanced team, instead, because they're singles 3v3, I decided, what if we do like a 2-3 Pokemon balanced team, if you know what I mean. So with that being said, team number 1 is going to be Slowking. As you can see, their negative defense increased special defense, making them a very good special defense wall. They've also got max special attack. Surf, Scald, and Psychic. 3 really good attacks that they have stab with. I felt like they were the best Pokemon out of the entire roster to pick up. 50 speed means they're not going to be outspeeding a whole lot of Pokemon, so we've gone ahead and given them the Quick Claw, which I believe has a, I want to say it's like a 50% chance, maybe it's less than that. It has a chance to proc and make Slowking go first, even though they have very low speed. Next up, we were so happy to grab a Bannet, because Bannet comes with Trick Room. More on that in a second. They are Adamant with max attack, max special defense. So again, very specially defensive team we've gotten so far. Poltergeist, Trick Room, Last Shout, and Curse. The ability is Frisk. Now, Trick Room is a very fun ability. It is a status move that when activated flips the, not priority, but it flips the calculation of speed on which Pokemon is able to go first during a turn. It lasts for 5 turns, and basically, slow Pokemon will be able to go first before faster Pokemon as long as Trick Room is up. And with Slowking having 50 speed and Bannet having 85, it basically means we get to attack first every single time as long as Trick Room is up. Obviously, there's going to be other slow Pokemon that we might run into, but considering the meta of the game is a speed war, most Pokemon that we run into are going to have like over 100 speed in order to try to hit first and OTK the opponent. Now, Frisk is a fun ability. When Bannet gets put out onto the field, it will check the opposing Pokemon's held item, which is really good for Poltergeist. Poltergeist here has, I want to make sure I'm saying this right. Whoops. Poltergeist has 110 base power, which is really, really strong. Physical, which is great for our adamant nature. Accuracy of 90% though, which is a bit dodgy, but the move fails if the target is not holding an item. Frisk lets us know whether or not the opponent is actually holding an item, which synergizes very well with Poltergeist. Now, Mega Bannet, on the other hand, has the ability Prankster, which means all of our status moves gain +1 priority. So when we are on our last legs, we can Prankster Curse our opponent. For Ghost types, Curse is a little bit different. They sacrifice, I believe, like 50% of their max health. So even if we have 1 health remaining, it should still trigger. We don't need to have 50% of our health to activate this, but it'll put a status condition on our opponent where at the end of every turn, they will lose 25% of their health. Obviously, our opponent can swap out to get rid of it, but if we can get Curse off on their last Pokemon and they're not able to swap out, we can just stall and win the game that way. Last Shout is nice. There's really not much to it. If the user stats were lowered during the turn this move is used, it gains double damage. So we're looking to see if our opponent ever intimidates us. That would be one use for it, I guess. But we're mostly going to try to deal damage off of Poltergeist and set up Trick Room when Bannet is out. Cleavor is our last pick for this team. As you can see, they have negative speed, increased attack. I'm not sure what nature that is, but increased special defense and increased attack. So a very specially defensive team, which should come in handy. We saw a lot of Gengar and Dragonite during the first week. Maybe the meta has shifted, maybe it hasn't. but having good special defense against what is arguably like a top tier Pokemon in the at least Pokeball tier rankings should be very good for us. Stone Axe is going to be our main damage dealer. Cleavor here is holding the Hard Stone, which boosts all rock type attacks. It will also set up Stealth Rocks on our opponent's side of the field. So if our opponent is the type to like to switch in and out, the Stealth Rocks will help deal passive damage to our opponents. U-Turn is a very good bug move. It will let us switch out if we come across maybe like a water type or like a fire type that threatens our typing. Quick Attack gives us a bit of priority, so we can get those like 1%, 2% Pokemon kills. And then Brick Break is just nice. I don't think we have ran into somebody using dual screens, but if we do have this this move to help us out. Our second team is all about water. We have a Pelipper. It has the ability Drizzle, which means the moment Pelipper comes out, Rain is on the field, and it will stay there for 5 turns. It's got increased special attack, decreased speed. I'm not sure what nature that is, but we do have increased defense and increased special attacks in terms of effort values. Hurricane is a dodgy move when used normally, but under the rain, it does have 100% hit rate. Roost to help us gain some of our health if we need to, but honestly, Pelipper is a little frail, so we might not be using it. Hydro Pump is pretty dodgy, but Weather Ball does become a water type when the rain is up. So we're going to be using that using that as our water stab move instead of Hydro Pump. Pelipper has the Focus Sash, which means we can live one attack that would instantly kill us. Hopefully that will balance out our negative speed trait, and we can at least get like a Hurricane or a Weather Ball out. Raichu, this is a very different one from the shiny one that we pulled earlier, which leads me to believe that the same Pokemon can have very different stats as well as move pools. So that's cool. Our shiny one had Thunderbolt, Reflect, Focus Punch, Grass Knot, and Lightning Rod. I haven't put this back in the ranch because I'm hoping one day maybe we'll be able to transfer this into Pokemon Home, and then I can just get a free shiny Raichu. But the Raichu that we got this time around is increased special defense, decreased defense in terms of its nature, increased special attack, increased special defense. Thunder is the main damaging dealing move that we are looking at. Thunder, just like Hurricane, has 100% crit chance while in the rain. Electric Terrain will be good. If we put Raichu out in front of a water type, chances are our opponent is going to switch out, which lets us do Electric Terrain for free. It will also increase the electric damage that we can do with Thunder. Not only that, but if any Pokemon tries to put us to sleep, Electric Terrain will nullify that. Klotzer is the last Pokemon that we have recruited for this week. Decreased attack, increased defense, max defense, max special attack. Mega Launcher increases essentially every single move that we have on us except for Venoshock. So Water Pulse will deal more damage, Dark Pulse will deal more damage, Dragon Pulse will deal more damage. Very good in terms of coverage. Water Pulse is going to be our main damaging move, especially when the rain is up. Plus we do get stabbed from it. Again, it's another slow Pokemon, and I was debating between putting Citrus Berry and the Choice Scarf in order to increase its defense. But considering we've got 100 plus in defense and special defense, Klotzer is probably tanky enough to make good use of the Citrus Berry. I don't think it's tanky enough to make use of like a what's the other one? Not Life Orb. The other held item, Leftovers. There we go. It doesn't have like Protect or anything in order to stall time for Leftovers, so the lump sum heal from the Citrus Berry I'm hoping is good enough. I don't want to lock them into using one attack, especially if they're the only Pokemon left in our team, because they have 3 really good ones. So yeah, that's enough of me babbling. Let's go ahead and get into some battles. Hopefully we can climb out of rank 4? Yeah, rank 4 Pokeball team. We have been going like 1 step forward, 1 step backwards in this the entire time last week. Hopefully this one will change that. We do have I guess, two very competent team ideas in order to clutch up some wins. Our first opponent is Linus, Good Luck Have Fun, both Cerulege and the Mega Man Ghost. That's kind of crazy. They have two water types and a Raichu. So I don't think we will go for the rain team. But at the same time, they have 3 fire types. So I kind of want to go for the rain team. Oh dear. I feel like they built their team specifically designed to fight against rain team and sun team. Because we did run into like at least 1 or 2 sun teams the other day. I think we're gonna go for the Bannet, the Slowking, and the Cleavor. Assuming they went for the fire team, maybe? Well, they see that we have Pelipper, so they're probably going to choose the water team. Which means we shouldn't choose the water team, right? That's right. Is that how we play the mind games? Good luck, have fun, Linus. Hopefully you didn't pick the wrong half. Armarouge, we should have gone rain team. Dang it. Okay, well that sucks. I don't think we're gonna get OTK'd here. I'm putting my faith in Mega Bannet to live an attack, and then we can Trick Room our opponent. Even if we don't live this, we still have the Slowbro to come in and deal damage to their fire type. Are we bulky enough? Armor Cannon, I believe, is a fire type move. And we live? This is amazing. Their defense and special defense went down. Which means we should be able to OTK with the Poltergeist. They could swap out here, but they don't have a normal type, so this is going to be our best bet. Their Lumberry held item isn't really going to do much here. It's not going to give them any status conditions, so it's not even going to proc. The only held item that we need to be worried about is the Focus Sash, because they can live a one-shot kill. So that's 2 turns of our Trick Room down. You do use up a turn activating the Trick Room, so we have 3 turns to go. I don't think we're going to save our Mega Bannet here, just because it's already like more than halfway dead. They have a Raichu. Raichu is a very fast Pokemon. Unfortunately for them, we have Poltergeist and the Trick Room is up. Unless they have like a Quick Attack. No, Quick Attack isn't going to do anything. We're Ghost type. So we're going to do a Poltergeist here. They have a White Herb. Good to know. Take that White Herb right back. Insta-kill. Bruh, get out of here. 1 Pokemon left. 2 turns of Trick Room, I believe. We've only used 3 of them. Their last Pokemon is a Greninja. They can't switch out. And we could stall for time here. Poltergeist isn't going to do much because they are part Dark type. I think we're going to go for the Curse. We're going to give them the Curse. It doesn't affect Greninja? Why not? Oh! The Dark... Oh my god! I am very dumb. They buffed Dark types a long time ago so that Prankster doesn't work on Dark types and held items don't have... Oh, I totally forgot that Prankster doesn't work on Dark types anymore. We may have just thrown the game here. We need to be able to break that substitute. And the worst part is, both of these basically die to the Greninja, which sucks. We just threw. We threw so bad. I forgot that Prankster doesn't work on Dark types anymore. That's so sad. I'm hoping Cleavor lives here. I'm really hoping Cleavor lives here. We could do the U-turn, assuming that they're gonna attack us with a water type move. They are. Unfortunately, we don't outspeed them. This hits 3, 4. It's gonna hit all 5 times. Really? You're gonna be like that to me? That sucks, but we can break the substitute at the very least. Substitute is broken. Unfortunately, our Cleavor will not be able to come in and deal any more damage. They're basically a dead Pokemon. I can't believe we threw this game. This was ours to lose. It was so sad. If we can get like a burn off of Scald, maybe we have a chance. Amnesia increases special defense, right? That is the wrong button to press. It does increase special defense, but I think Greninja is physical. They're going for the substitute. Of course they would. Hopefully we can break this in one shot. Not very effective. It didn't break. So, oh, it did. Okay, so they're very squishy. That's good to know. They are a very squishy Pokemon. If they try to go for the substitute again, yeah, it wouldn't have worked. We would have just broken it. Did we take this back? Or are we gonna lose to the reverse sweep? Burn, please? Not even a... Oh, we did get the burn. Okay, that's cool. We could do a bit of stall tactics here. Switch into the Cleavor. Hopefully they go for the Light Slash and we somehow live. Thanks to it being resisted as well as them being burnt. Maybe that's a thing? Are we bulky enough? We are bulky enough? They're probably so angry. I don't think they die to the burn. We do have the quick attack though. But I believe their water shurikens is faster. Oh, they didn't even do it. I think water shuriken comes with priority. I could be horribly wrong. Either way, we clutched victory from the jaws of defeat instead of the other way around. We actually won. Does this mean we get to go up a ranking? Please tell me we get to go up a ranking. I cannot do another week in rank 4. Rank 3! Awesome! Perfect. We just gotta win 2 more. Oh, I found out what that 6 envelope thing is. There is a... What do you call it? Like a battle pass or whatever. The date has changed? What are you talking about? Bro, we just started playing. I don't care about the news. Yeah, so the 6 envelopes are the battle pass, so we just unlocked something new. This time around, we got nothing because we don't own the premium one. But yeah, every single time that that blue envelope levels up, it means we get more stuff from the battle pass. So that's kind of neat. Let's head back into ranked battles. Single battles, Pokeball Tier 3. Begin matchmaking here. I can't believe we almost threw that. Okay, Dark types immune to Prankster. It's been like 2 or 3 generations that has been a thing, and I still keep forgetting. So they've got a pretty good team here. A very good team. The fairy types are what their overlap is. That's probably a Mega Aggron. We could Brick Break it to death. I think that's our best bet. They don't have any ground types though. So I kind of want to do Pelipper, to be honest. I think we're going to do the Pelipper. We already did the Trick Room team, and they proved their worth. Let's see if these 3 can do the same job. If it is a Mega Aggron, then like Weather Ball should be enough to take it out. They have a Fire type. Hopefully they're using it. Even the Grass type could die to like a really good Hurricane. They have the Aggron. They're starting off with the Aggron. You are a very ballsy trainer, my friend. So here's the plan. Aggron isn't that fast. They become pure fighting though, or fighting. They become pure steel when they Mega Evolve, which is probably what's gonna happen. Do we want to keep Pelipper? We can't really do anything else except for like Dark Pulse. I think we want to keep Pelipper. I want to put in like Clodser. And then eat up an attack, use the Citrus Berry, and then maybe Water Pulse quite a bit? Or like Dark Pulse? What am I saying? Dark Pulse is neutral to Steel types. So that would be our best bet. Metal Burst does nothing. It's a counter-type move. So that's good for us. They didn't Mega, so I think Water Pulse is fine. 1%. Okay, so it's a Focus Sash. No, Sturdy. The ability is Sturdy. Maybe, okay. No, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. They don't want to get rid of the Sturdy before they Mega. Unfortunately, they're dead regardless. Let's put out Raichu. We're going to Thunder here without any issues. They don't have a ground type. Or maybe we don't show that we have Thunder. Let's go for the Thunderbolt. Don't worry, it's just a Thunderbolt. We don't have anything else crazy in mind. Maybe we should have gone for the Thunder Punch. I mean, it really doesn't matter. They have a Meganium here. This could be their Mega. I could be very wrong. Unfortunately, we can't really do a whole lot. How much longer is the rain gonna be active? 2 more turns. So if we swap, the rain will be up. Unless they do like... I'm gonna do the Thunder here. Maybe they're gonna set up the Sun. There's the Omni Ring. They're probably gonna go for the Solar Beam. The new ability for Mega Meganium means it acts like it's in Sun, even though it's not in Sun. So they could flat out just Hydro Pump us or Hydro Pump Solar Beam us without having to wait a turn, even though it's raining. Here comes the Solar Beam. They're absorbing sunlight, and they're gonna be firing it out right away. That's gonna hurt. We live, which is very good. This is the last turn for Rain, which means when Pelipper comes in next turn, we should be able to set up Rain for another 5 turns. Let's go ahead and do the Thunder here. Get some more damage out. They're down to 55%. It would be great if we paralyzed them and then they couldn't do anything. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They're absorbing sunlight. Here it comes, the Mega Sold Solar Beam. Raichu's gone. Rain should be gone. Pelipper comes in. Welcome the rain once more. And we still have the Focus Sash. So even if the opponent Pokemon outspeeds us, we should be able to hit back. Are you gonna switch out? Ooh, they outspeed us. That's unfortunate. We do live this. Now our only hope is whether or not we outspeed whatever their final Pokemon is. I don't think we do. Pelipper had like less than 100, I believe. If only we had a way to like whittle down the Aggron. Typhlosion, this is a great matchup for us. Unfortunately, I believe they outspeed us. Yep, there it is. Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. Now here's the next question. Can we lose enough times, or are we gonna lose enough times where we actually go back down to rank 4? That's very unfortunate. Maybe we should, like, Choice Scarf the Pelipper instead of the Focus Sash? Just thinking out loud. So the scariest Pokemon on their team is the Corviknight. Just because we don't have a fire type. Raichu would have to take it out. Unfortunately, though, Obama Snow can set up the snow, which would be very bad for us. Very bad for us. If we set up Trick Room and they use the Mega Heracross, they're most definitely going to be attacking first. So it's literally a flip up, unless they put both on their team. I think we have faith on the Trick Room. Bandit comes out, Slowking, and Cleavor. I think this is what we go for. Because if we do the water team, what are we going to hit Drampa with? Nothing really. At least the Trick Room team has neutral attacks against Drampa. It being a dragon type means our water and electric attacks won't do a whole lot. We did have Dragon Pulse on Plotzer, but if it's a Mega Drampa, that would also be annoying to deal with. They're starting with the Corviknight. I'm not sure if this is good or bad. There's the pressure. We didn't frisk anything, which means they're not holding a held item. And I don't like that. So we're gonna Trick Room here. They're probably gonna start setting up. They're probably gonna start setting up bulk ups, to be honest. Metal Sound? Okay, normally you buff yourself, you don't debuff the opponent. Also, you decreased our special defense? You're a special Corviknight? I don't even know what the heck that means. I think we go Cleavor, right? I'm so confused. A special Corviknight, or you're setting up for somebody else? Steel Wing is gonna hurt quite a bit. Fortunately for us, we should be able to attack again first, since the Trick Room is up. I think we're gonna Stone Axe. They have all of their Pokemons, which means they're slower than us? I guess Cleavor does have like 89 speed, so that makes sense. But also, Steel Wing is a physical move. So it doesn't... I'm so confused at what's happening right now. We could try to U-turn here, but we're probably gonna die. I think we just quick attack for a bit more damage. A bit more damage indeed. They're plucking. We don't have a berry. We should have gone for a bigger attack. Yeah, it's too late now. What are we fighting here? I'm so confused. Dimensions turn back to normal. We go for Bannet, we go for Trick Room, and then we just... No, we can't. We lash out? We go for Bannet. We go for Bannet, we go for Trick Room. There's the Pluck. We don't have a berry. That's not going to do a whole lot. Here's the Trick Room. We should outspeed. They don't have a held item, I don't think. Because Frisk didn't trigger the first time. Or I missed it. I think we just lash out at them. We're lashing out in... They're very slow. It's a very slow Corviknight. Are you kidding me? First of their Pokemon down. That took, like, forever. Here comes Azumarill. Okay. If you had Focus Sash, it doesn't matter anymore. We gotta go for the Poltergeist, right? Azumarill use... They're a very slow Azumarill. Why is their team slower than us? They don't have the held item? Take the curse. Just take the curse. None of their Pokemon had a held item. I'm gonna let that sink in for a moment. So far, 2 of their Pokemon has come out, and none of them had a held item. Okay, it's not 25% of the opponent's health. I mean, we have... Slowking's our last Pokemon. I can't believe we're losing this. I was prepared to, like... I mean, if they're a defensive Pokemon, especially attack Pokemon, then we should Amnesia at least once. We'll tank their incoming Surf. Yeah, that did nothing. Perfect. Also, our Slowking is slower than their Azumarill, which is very good for us. Maybe it is 25%. Either way, should we do one more? Do we buff Amnesia to High Health? It's pointless if we do, if our opponent is a physical Pokemon. But if it's not, then going for at least 2 Amnesia seems like the best bet here. Quick Claw does proc, which is great. Here comes the next Amnesia. Hopefully they still go for Surf. Fake Tears does what? Special Defense Harshly Felt. Okay, so that's good. That's good. It leads me to believe they also had an attack on their Cold Knight to lower special defense. So I'm willing to believe that their last Pokemon is a special attacker, right? Which means buffing up our special defense +2 is the right move and just let that thing take care of them. Right? Am I playing this right? I don't know if I am. Obama Snow? They're gonna try to go for the Blizzard here? As long as we don't get frozen, we should be fine. Let's see how much damage Psychic does. There's Scary Face. We're already slow, dude. You don't have to Scary Face us. Like, we had 50, now we're probably down to like 10. Also, you wasted your 1 turn slowing us down. I'm actually curious. What is our speed? Half speed? So yeah, like 25 speed. Quick Claw? No Quick Claw. Solar Beam? That takes 2 turns. And we have +4 in special defense, so... GG's? I never got their name. Chandler. Chandler, good game. Good game. That was a very weird set. At least 2 of their Pokemon did not have held items. All right, what's our next opponent gonna have for us? Or Wooden? Good luck, have far, or Wooden? I think I'm saying that right. That's definitely a Mega Dragonite. Ooh, or they could be running 3 Megas. Mega Dragonite, Mega Aerodactyl, or Mega Charizard? I think because of the Dragonite, I want to use the Cleavor. Which means Bandit comes in, then Slowking, then Cleavor. We go for the Trick Room. I feel like we definitely go for the Trick Room here. If we can get Cleavor in at an opportune time, we can like one-shot their Charizard if they're using it. Or at the very least, have Stealth Rocks out. There's an Umbreon. Okay, so they saw the Trick Room coming. Do you have the held item? They have leftovers. Oh, are you Toxic Stall? Bro, I swear to God, if you're Toxic Stall. It's probably gonna go for Taunt, maybe. Or it does do, yeah, it's Toxic Stall. Dude, you're disgusting. It's gonna go for the Protect. We're just gonna go for the Stone Axe like twice. You ugly, ugly Pokemon. Oh, it didn't go for Protect. Interesting. Okay, sure. We'll put the rocks up. There's Foul Play. That's not going to do a whole lot. It did a lot more than I thought. Hold up. That was a Dark-type attack. We're bugged. That shouldn't have done as much as I thought it would. They're going to go for the Protect. I know they are. But we're going to try the U-turn anyways. Yep, there it is. Hopefully the poison doesn't kill us. But on the other hand, like, what were we going to do? Cleavor is already, like, dying. a dark type, and we have a ghost as well as... So we know that they're gonna be toxing us. So we should theoretically go for... We should get the Trick Room out first, right? No, because it's slow. They're very slow. Our Cleavor got to attack first. I mean, I guess we go for the Slowking here. Our best bet would be to try to, like, Scald Burn them so they don't heal so much. Or do we just go for damage with Surf? It's gotta be the Scald Burn, right? Foul Play. I don't think we have much of a... We do have quite a bit of an attack stat. Interesting. Scald hopefully lowers their physical attack with the burn. Nice crit. There's the burn. We still go down, though. Like, that's... I mean, we get burnt too. Whoop-de-doo. There's the leftovers. Unfortunately, they're not going to be healing anymore. Or fortunately, they're not going to be healing anymore. They're probably going to protect to get the burnout. Do we swap here? No. I think we stay in and fight. There's the Quick Claw. But are they going to protect? Was the Quick Claw worthless? There's the Surf. Okay, they didn't protect. They wanted to kill us. They're at 12 health. Really? Alright. So we have... The unfortunate part here is that they're going to be attacking first and putting Toxic on us. So we need to kill their other two Pokemon as fast as possible. Would this have gone any different with the Rain team? I'm not entirely sure. But, I mean, there's no use dwelling in the past. We gotta use what we got. Here comes the Mega. We know they have leftovers, so Poltergeist will deal damage next turn. There's the Foul Play. Do we get insta-killed? Okay, they didn't even go for the Toxic. Yeah, Mega Bandit is very physical-based. So that makes perfect sense on their team. Unfortunately, we lost, but now we do get to learn if we get to drop down back into rank 4. Is it gonna happen? No. Wait, what? Didn't we already lose that blip? Am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. We lost that 1/3 last time when we lost, right? Anyway, GG's or One'en. Good luck, have fun, Weston. I think we go for the Rain team. Something tells me we go for the Rain team. Mostly because Arcanine will die, Whimsicott will die because it's part grass, and then we do have Dragon Pulse for the Garchomp. So I want to check out the Rain team against this. Watch him pick like the Absol, the Frostlass, and the... I already forgot. It is a Whimsicott start. That's good for us. I don't know if we're going to outspeed them, though. Here comes the Rain. Let's go for the Hurricane and hope for the best. Whimsicott with the Seed Bomb. It's neutral, but it doesn't do a whole lot. Okay. Hurricane is an insta-kill. I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't think the crit mattered here. So far, so good. Incoming Absol. I think we go for more Hurricane. In comes the Sucker Punch. That's unfortunate. We do live. Hurricane was enough to OTK. So far, so good. Their last Pokemon is the Garchomp. I mean, why not keep rolling it? Stomping Tantrum isn't going to work. We're part flying? %40 health, so the last one should take him out. Scary Face isn't gonna do a whole lot. But thank you for trying. Well, that was easy. Now, is it gonna give us that blip again? Okay. So we lost that blip twice for some reason. Which is very interesting. Very interesting. I'm so confused. I'm pretty sure we lost that blip twice. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry, but good luck, have fun. I mean, we have to go for the rain team, right? They have 3 fire types. They could, like, Mega Magnet Trike us. Because they know we're gonna go for the rain team. That's gotta be bait, right? That's gotta be bait. They put the fire types in there in order to bait us out with the rain team. And you know what? I'm gonna fall for it. Just because they also have a ground type. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take the bait. Let's take the bait, shall we? It's gonna be like a Mega Magnetrike right off the bat. And I'm gonna be very sad. Good news is they can't kill us because... Oh, Steelix. Okay. That's not bad. Out comes Pelipper. We do have the Focus Sash, so even if they drop rocks on us, we should still be good. We're not going to try for the Hydro Pump. I think we go for the Weather Ball here. Earthquake isn't going to do anything. We're flying. Do you not notice our flappy wings? I mean, to be fair, we also forgot that Prankster doesn't work on Dark types, so we shouldn't be giving them too much of a hard time. 1 Pokemon down. This is the part where you show me you put 2 fire types into your team. Please? There's the Manitrike. So we're gonna live this. We're gonna live this, and I'm hoping we kill them. There's the Thunder... Okay, so it's not a Mega Manitrike. That's good for us, I guess? But then what's their Mega? Huh, maybe they're not running a Mega. There is the possibility that they're not running a Mega. Through Edge. Okay, they're obviously gonna outspeed us. Do we keep the rain? Or do we just run with it? I think we just run with it. Pelipper has already done so much. You deserve a nice break. I mean, you can heal off of 1 health all you want, but it's not going to do a whole lot. Plus, we didn't really deal damage to you yet. Since the rain is still up, I want to go Klotzer. It just completely blocks them. They do have a ghost type move, probably. But Water Pulse will probably OTK here. Here comes the Bitter Blade. Didn't do a whole lot to us. Not that very effective. Are we part dark? I think we're part dark. Am I dumb? No, Bitter Blade is a fire attack. Why did I think that it was a ghost type? Okay, well, that was fun. GG's, I don't know how to pronounce your name. One more win and we get to go up 2 ranks this episode, which should balance out the no rank game that we had last time. If we can rank up once more, we're evening out as 1 rank up per episode, which is honestly better than I thought would happen. Good luck, have fun, Jiru. Ooh, that is a very scary team. That is a very scary team. Just about every single Pokemon on their team can Mega Evolve. Tyranitar, Dragonite, Gyarados has a Mega, Lopunny has a Mega. The fact that they have 2 Dragon types makes me want to use, like, Boxer. But we could be in a war with the Tyranitar. Like, they set up the Sandstorm, we set up the Rain. And we just lose from there. The other issue is our Bennett will just melt onto their 2 Dark types. Like, they have no reason not to put in Tyranitar. And I think the best bet to take them down would be the Rain team. I could be horribly wrong here. But this is what I'm choosing. Good luck, have fun, Jiru. Hopefully they have the Tyranitar right away. And we're slower, so we get to set up our Rain. There's a Mimikyu. That's unfortunate. Here comes our Pelipper. We do get to set up the Rain, which is great for us. But Mimikyu is most definitely just gonna take us out. We gotta go for the Hurricane. Maybe we can get them a Confusion. I believe Hurricane has a chance to confuse. So they eat this up. They basically get a free substitute. There's the Disguise. Disguise gets busted. They lose a bit of health. I can only hope we outspeed. Woodhammer! Where did that come from? It didn't do a whole lot though. I'll take that. I'll take that. Take the recoil. Here comes the Hurricane. Hopefully it'll kill. They are damaged. 11%. And they're confused. Okay. Do we go for like a Roost here? And hope that they hit themselves? Well, they're faster than us. So... unless they go for the Shadow Sneak. No, they withdrew the Mimikyu. We get a free heal. That's good. This is amazing. We get the free heal, which means Focus Sash should be able to trigger again. Assuming we go back to 100%? No. Okay. So... how many more turns? There's 2 more turns for the Rain. If we swap you out... I feel like we swap you out, right? They probably have Thunder. I feel like Dragonites run Thunder. Let's go for the Raichu. It would have been great if we still had the Lightning Rod from the other Raichu. There's an Outrage. Okay, it's not Thunder. And they're now locked in for the next 3 turns. Raichu dies, which is very unfortunate for us. The Rain is still up. I want to do Concer. They're defensively bulky, which is good for us. I'm hoping the Dragon Pulse kills here. Or at least they get confused after this Outrage. And then they like hit themselves and die. They get a crit off, really? You're gonna be like that? There goes the Dragon Pulse. Mega Launcher, please! 53%, really? And they're not even confused. That's the worst part. The Rain's gone. Yeah, we just gotta go for the Dragon Pulse here. They're going for more Outrage. Well, no, it's like 2 to 3 turns, honestly. Concer's gone. They're finally confused. They're just too lucky. Oh, and their held item was a Lumberry. It's unfortunate for us. If they never critted that first attack, I think we would have been able to do so much more. Anyway, here comes the Hurricane. They're probably going to Outrage some more. They have no reason not to. We're very frail, so they're probably just going to take us out. Maybe they Seed? Do we win by default? No? Okay. Ice Beam is interesting. It is neutral. Here comes the Hurricane. Can it at least take him out? It does. We can be happy about that. They could set out the Mimikyu again, do a Wood Hammer, and then we die. They would... I mean, they go first. And the Wood Hammer did do, like, half health. We could try... We could do, like, 5 Brain here and go for the Roost. Hope we live the Wood Hammer. A Shadow Sneak? That didn't do a whole lot last time. We get the Roost off. They are stalling for time, though. We don't have a way to put up the rain again. So this was a terrible idea. How many more turns? 3 more turns for the rain. They're probably gonna Wood Hammer now, right? Like, they have to Wood Hammer now. We're gonna go for 1 more Roost. There's the Quick Claw. You are already outspeeding me. There's the Play Rough. Okay, it wasn't Wood Hammer. They do have more than 2 attacks. We have to Hurricane here, and then we have to Hurricane on the next turn. Like, they're not gonna Wood Hammer, obviously. They're not gonna give us that free win. Okay, they could withdraw you as well. Low Punny? You're not fighting type, so I don't know how well this is gonna do. 45%. And they're confused. If they swap out again, I think we're in a good position. We might as well make use of the rain. Please, Mega, please hit yourself or, like, miss a high jump kick. And then we just win out of pure luck. Hit yourself? You want to hit yourself? Please? Pretty please? Uproar? Doesn't do a whole lot? Very interesting. There's the Hurricane. I was expecting, like, anything else, really. Okay. We're still in this. The rain has stopped. So we know Play Rough isn't going to kill us unless they crit. I think we go for the Roost. They're tricking us? You can have an unused Focus Sash, be my guest. We got a Quick Claw. They grab the Focus Sash. I don't think they can heal. We get a free heal. I think we somehow won this. Assuming we can land like a Hydro Pump or something. Weather Ball has no effect. Because it's not a water type move anymore. It's back to being normal. I understand. Which one has... Whoops, wrong button. Which one has more accuracy? 80 and 70. So we should go for the Hydro Pump. They could try to kill themselves with the Wood Hammer. You know, you don't kill me, I kill me type of thing. We're connecting here. There's the Play Rough. Hydro Pump finally hits. We somehow won that. That's crazy. I honestly thought we were gonna get swept there. GG's Jiru. And we are rank 2 in Pokeball here. Plus we get... Oh, hey, a win streak bonus. That's cool. Never had one of those before. I think that's gonna be it for today. I think our team did very well. Ooh, we got 3 things that we can grab. Let's go ahead and claim all. Will it show us? It does. Training ticket, quick coupon, teammate ticket. All very nice items to have. But yeah, that's gonna... Oh, something in the mailbox and in the submenu? There's achievements in the game? View trainer achievements. A Battle Whiz. Oh, interesting. Gives us the Super Rookie Title and some VP. Very nice. Very nice. But yeah, as I was saying, as I'm claiming all of these, unclaimed reward from Cordy. Who's Cordy? Sure, thank you. I'll take it. And then we got 4 more missions complete. I'm dragging my feet here because I've never had to claim so many stuff before. I want to share this with all of you guys. In a way. We can claim win, right? Win 5 battles. That's new for us. Awesome. Used a bunch of ghost type moves. Everything else we can't. Perfect. Recruit a Pokemon. Wait, we already did. I'm so confused. Huh. Anyway, as I've been trying to say this entire time, very good episode. We ranked up twice. I'm pretty sure there's enough time. If we rank up once per episode, there's enough time in the season that we can actually climb out a Pokeball. And that has made me very excited. As always, I've been Free99. You've all been amazing. I'll catch you next time.